Are your videos feeling a bit too blah? Picture this: a simple, no fuss method that takes your and turns them into something that really catches the eye. We're not talking about fancy editing techniques. We're talking about a simple skill that's only going to take you a few minutes to master. In fact, you've already seen me do it. You need to film your video, and then you might want to go ahead and make some tiny edits. Tiny edits are cuts. Now that you have your video footage filmed, had your first cut, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to Canva. You never would have guessed. We're going to show you a couple different techniques. The first thing, Canva's homepage. Go to video. Go to video again. It's going to open up a blank document size that is 1920 by 1080. This is the new version of Canva. Even if you're using the original interface, the information here is going to be valuable for you. There's two ways that you can upload. And the first is by uploading straight into the uploads file. But if you're like me, your uploads folder is a complete hot mess. I mean, look at mine. Like, I've got so many screenshots, so many things, and I can't find what I want when I want it. So what you're going to do instead is upload it to a folder. Go to Projects and click Create a Folder. One filing system that's really good would be, especially if you bulk create, is to maybe create a date, July 2024, video 1, thumbnail trick, and continue. What you could do, so here's one for this one, June 2024, video 1, cool video editing trick. You click the three dots and you click upload. You upload your video straight into a folder. It's going to help you stay organized. I've got all of these video files already, so I'm going to click cancel. I'm going to choose a clip. I see this one. It's where I'm going, picture this. That's clip number 2. Let's see, what's this one? Clip number 3. A simple, no fuss. I think this one is clip number 1. Are your videos feeling a bit too blah? So I'm going to go ahead and use it, and then I'm going to hold that mouse button down and then move it. Like, if you've got multiple clips like this, go ahead and do yourself a favor and get them in order. Let's go and find 4. There's 5, and turns them into something that really, this one should be 6, fancy editing techniques. Okay, so I've got them in order. I chose to export and upload into different clips so that they would already be cut, but you can absolutely cut your full clip within Canva. And I'm just going to show you real quickly that you can listen to what it is and then click S on your keyboard to split the clip. You can find the spot that you want, right click, and split the clip. I think if you're on a mobile device, there's a 3-dot menu similar to this, and it would be the same. Do whatever process is easiest for you. That's the big thing. Listen to each clip and think about what technique would be good for that specific clip. I know you think this is boring, but it really is helpful when you're putting it all together. So please bear with me. So I've got this first one. I'm going to listen to it. So this one, I say, I don't know what I want yet. But for this one, I say, picture this, tablet on the table. Okay, this one, I want full frame. I know that, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it full frame. And this one is where I yawn and say that it's boring. Maybe a TV or a tablet. So this one, I'm going to use a different technique with a fun little word technique, or maybe really. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so no fancy editing. So this one, I'm not going to do anything fancy here. And this one, I'm going to do a text technique. So there's several techniques that I'm going to show throughout this. In order to figure out what you want, you have to sort of go through the process of listening and really thinking about what's going to make that stand out. I think I know what I want for this technique. Let me search up blah. Let's look up photos. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, that would be fun. So I'm just going to take this simple image here. I'm going to go ahead and move it. I'm going to use the first technique right away. Blah. We're just going to size this and cover up the white thing so that this makes it look like I'm being held by the person. I don't know what I think about this little image right here that's behind it. So I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to click edit and open up this left-hand panel and click magic eraser. I'm just going to get rid of this part right there and erase. Let's see if that works on the first try. And we can move the little zoom in or out a little bit to be able to see the full picture. The magic eraser is a pro feature, so I could leave it if I wanted. Also, that picture itself is a pro image. You probably could figure out a way to do this on your own by simply taking a picture of your hand, uploading it. Well, what if you don't want your video square? Let's add a little pizzazz by adding a little corner rounding. We could even add a little slight border style. Maybe so it looks like she's holding a tablet. Yes. So now we're going to go to this one where it's picture this. I think I'm just going to make this simple and position it in the center in the middle. It's going to look different. We're going to go ahead and give it a corner rounding up here. Let me get rid of this one. I keep clicking these. That's habit to click on it instead of just hovering over it. I'm sure I will get used to that. I'm going to add a little border weight. Actually, you know what? We're going to click this one. We're going to click see all, scroll down, copy style, go to the next page and click copy style there. That way it's the same border weight and corner rounding as the first one. It keeps some consistency throughout the intro. What I'm going to do is copy this. So Control C, Command C. I want to get this color in the background just so that there's more consistency. I'm going to click the background, click the background color, click the new color, click the eyedropper, and then grab that color right there. This is available on the Chrome browser. It might be available on Edge. It's for sure available on the mobile app and the desktop app. This one I'm going to leave just how it is. If you have questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment box below. And then for this one, a little too boring. This is the one that I want some sort of fun TV element. So we're going to look up watching TV. We could do a photo. We could do a video, but the problem with video is that most videos, it's not going to stay stationary enough for you to be able to move with it because that would be a lot. Canva can't handle that. So what we're going to do is look at a couple things. Nope. We're going to look at photos. This one is going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to make this bigger. We're going to position this to the back. Size this to the television. I'm just doing all of this with my mouse. I'm going to try to position it in a way so that it is on the television, but not so that you can tell that it's a TV. So I might need to add a little border weight just so that we can increase the bevel and add a little corner rounding, then make the adjustments. I know what you're thinking, but Jennifer, the remote control isn't in front of it. Like, what? This is what we're going to do. This is a fun technique. Edit image, go to magic grab. Click on the remote and click on our hand, which is also going to click on our foot. That's fine. We're going to grab this and it's going to separate those two items from the background. This is absolutely by far, it's going to be my favorite technique when it comes to putting video within a picture so that it makes it look like it's actually happening. Let's X out this. Let's X out this. Her little foot is actually in front of the TV. I want to look and see, is it in front of the TV there? It is. I'm going to click undo. So I do need to do one more little magic grab. We're going to click the see all button and go back to magic grab so that we can click her foot, because her foot also needs to be in front of the TV. So we're going to click that, click grab. It's fun. These techniques are Canva Pro features. If you need a free trial for Canva Pro, check in the description box below. So now we've got feet in front. So now let's go to the next one. It's going to be straight. I just want it to be nothing fancy. You're going to think this is a little complicated, but I promise you it really is not. Go to a Canva app, and the app is free. So this is one of the free features that you can do. And the app that we want to use is actually called Type Extrude. If it's not being featured right here, then all you need to do is type in Type Extrude. Sometimes the names of these apps change or there's an update. If you have trouble finding it, let me know in the comments and I'll see if there has been a name change or something. The main text, we're going to type in no fancy editing. We can choose a font. I love that we can type in what font we want. So if you have a particular font you love, type it in, see if it's available. It may not be, so you may have to scroll and find one you like. I like Anton. We're going to go back. We're going to leave them at left alignment, but you can change that. Don't know about line height or border width yet because I need to look at it. I just realized I typed it in all lowercase. I do want this in uppercase. So we're going to go back and type in no editing. And we're going to see how it looks. Do I want it to the line height to be, or that's probably good. Border width, do I want that to change? I don't know, but this is the fancy part. You change the length and it changes what it looks like. And you can change the color of that. So if I click this and I wanted it to be like, say, pink or something like that, I could. I did like that blue that it started off with or similar. This is blue purpley color. We're going to leave it like that. And I think I'm just going to leave it this like beige color and add to design. One thing I could do is just set it right here up in the corner. I do want to time this out. So when I say no fancy editing, it's going to be in that segment. Listen to where you want to add your text. I think it's going to be here. So I'm going to click S on the keyboard to split it. And then I'm going to click it there. So now this 2.2 seconds is where I want that to come in. And I'm just going to delete this. There is, oh, I don't know why it was locked. With new Canva, sometimes there's little bugs that pop up like that one, where the element that I didn't lock was locked, but just unlock it and move on about your day. See, yep, this one's locked too. That's weird. There is an edit timing feature, but I found that splitting and doing it like this, especially when there's just one thing you want to add, is sometimes a little bit easier. That's why I showed you this method instead. And instead of me being on screen, but I'm going to click R on the keyboard and put a color. What color should I put? Let's see if the blue color will look nice. We're going to position this to the back. Nope. Forward. That's not bad. We're going to X out of this stuff so that we've got more design on the screen. And then we're going to size this, put it sort of in the middle, which that would be very cool, but it's still boring. we're going to add an animation. Click animate, and you can choose whatever animation you want. There's a couple new ones. Here's blur, here's succession. But for this one, I think that I want scrapbook. So we're going to click scrapbook. You can animate it on both, or on enter, or on exit. I like on enter, so that's what I'm going to do here. You make the choice that's best for you. I'm going to watch through and see how the intro looks. Are your videos feeling a bit too blah? Picture this: a simple, no fuss method that takes your and turns them into something that really catches the eye. We're not talking about fancy editing techniques. We're talking about a simple skill that's only going to take you a few minutes to master. I don't edit my full video within Canva because it takes a little time. Then Shotcut, which is the other editor that I personally have found useful. Find the processes that work best for you. What works best for me is to get my intro where I have lots of heavy editing that I want to do things within Canva on Canva, to use Shotcut Video Editor to do the rest. But you might like Filmora or Premiere Pro or iMovie or whatever it is that you're using. Either way, I'm going to need to download this particular segment and put it into this video. This one will be June 3rd. So I'm going to go ahead and title this one June 3rd, Cool Video Editing Techniques 2024. I'm actually going to put this one in the same file with it, or in the same folder as well, so they're all organized together. We're going to click File, Save to Folder, June 2024. We're going to add it there. What I will also use this same document for is for any other things that I want to add to the video, so that I keep on the brand that I want to use with this particular color, this particular word style, should I choose to use it. We're going to go ahead and share, download all 8 pages. We're going to download that. Videos without thumbnails, that's like a book without a cover. So watch this video next, and I'll see you next time. Bye.